What's up, 745ers?
Oh.
Sky in the ceiling. How you feeling? You forgot the most
I
important
know.
part,
What the
Katie.
heck? I am feeling, what's it called? I'm feeling opinionated. How about you?
Ooh. I'm feeling argumentative.
I like that. I'm not gonna lie, these are my favorite pods that Zach and I do, where we come with takes.
Mm.
Usually I do, I'm not gonna lie, in full honesty, I have social media / AI takes before that I disagree with. This time, guys, it's original. Okay? It's original. So yeah, we're gonna just take turns, combo it, disagree, agree, and then you can let us know if you agree or disagree with us too. So you can go first.
Well, actually, wait, no, you go first. You
Okay.
go first. But I guess also yeah, the background on this is just like kind of based off that Subway Takes
Yeah.
guy. That's sort of why I got my inspo, and you get to hear from us. Yeah.
Okay. First take. Social media.
100% disagree.
Okay.
No, just kidding. Sorry. Go
Social
ahead.
media is, like everything else, good in moderation. I don't really know what I was... Okay, basically what I was trying to say with that, I was trying to put it into a line. I realized if you form your social media in a certain way, based on who you follow, let you spend some time on the algorithm trying to see who you like, and like that's what would be impactful to you. And then you get a long list. Let's say like right now I have 1,000 people I follow, and then you only watch your following and not your algorithm. I think it can be beneficial.
Yeah,
Because
okay. Good. Yeah,
because
elaborate.
okay, we talked about this in the last podcast, but I'm going to talk about it again. Body positivity, body appreciation, self-image, whatever, is a huge problem for females on social media, but now it's a growing epidemic in boys. And I was watching this podcast with this eating disorder specialist, and he was saying he now has 50-50 boys and girls. And he didn't lose any clients, he just gained. So that's sad.
Oh, boy.
But I think if you follow people... Okay, wait, I'm losing it. No. I think if you follow people... no, I lost it. Okay, what I'm trying to say in my own experience is that I started following people that... It's not that, like, they were gonna make me, like, have, like, issues or, like, I don't know, not like myself more, but people that have similar looks to me that I appreciated that would, like, ego boost me a little bit. And also people that I thought give good advice that I started following. And I thought I'm having a lot of good habits this summer, being really strong. And I think it is somewhat a product of that. And I stopped watching my 40 page. I only watch my following page.
Do I think that like this strategy is beneficial? I'm low-key disagree.
Okay.
Not 100%, but I'll tell you why. And it's because I think that when you're trying to find research on social media, there's so many other little factors that we don't see along with it. So sometimes like the advice slash information can be a little scuttled because like influencers trying to like view max or like max. So I feel like it's easy to give like generic advice and be like that applies to me. My like instead of that, what am I looking for?
Your take?
No, not my take, but like instead of that,
Mm-hmm.
I think that people should seek out like advice from other people. Like I think that
In person.
In person, yeah, or maybe online as well, but maybe for more like certified legit websites. But like I think that just like people like for like your like you're saying like people who like sort of like are your like vibe, like I think that like coffee shops are so amazing because you can walk in, and you can kind of pick out like who's your vibe, who's your not. And maybe it's not a coffee shop, but everyone's got like their little place, even the grocery store, everyone goes there. You can pick out people, start up a little convo, be like, oh, like I like your sweatshirt, where'd you get it from? Like, oh, like, like
I disagree
like,
with this take. This is crazy.
You
How
think
would you
it's too
feel if
crazy?
someone was coming up to you all the time, ask, "Hey, I like your glasses. Oh, do you want to be just best friends now? I want to see what you wore last week as inspiration."
No, you're putting words into my
Okay,
mouth.
okay,
I
okay.
think
Better question is, this is my new take. Is this form of using social media better than a For You page?
yes, I do like what you said about only like using the following instead of the for you. That's good. I approve of
Okay.
that. I think that like, cuz I feel like that was like pretty normal way of like just like asking
Mm.
people. Like it doesn't have to be the same person like the whole
No, I
time.
think I think I would be bothered if everyone started doing this and everyone started talking to me like this.
Well, they wouldn't all be talking to you. It would just be other like,
I
you
know.
know,
I don't.
maybe like other like short like
Yeah.
Asian
Okay.
motivated people. Like honestly, like you would probably just like you would people who would come up to you would probably be people who are like inspired by what you do or are similar to what you do.
Okay.
So
You okay? So I'll
that's
actually
my
you wait with that. Your turn.
sub take. Okay.
I'm ready to disagree. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, this one actually, I mean, I don't know if I'll get like flack for it or not, but
Okay.
I think that when we're talking about, I think people need to stop with this whole like idea of like being obsessed with yourself automatically means narcissism. I think we need to shift that being like obsessed with yourself means you're like self-aware. Cause like if someone is like highly motivated to like, I don't know, like improve their like daily lives in just like every which way possible, I think that's not something that should be sort of like degraded on, especially because maybe like other people like aren't as motivated, or like think that the norm is that everyone's just supposed to be like dreadful all the time. And maybe this is just a bit like generic or naive, but I feel like if someone is like has like very like rigid like schedule about like taking care of themselves, I think that shouldn't be looked on like in a negative manner.
Okay. I disagree with you, but it's like on a technical, which is the
Okay.
fact that I think you're right. Self-care is not narcissistic. And
Mm.
self-obsession, like liking yourself,
Yes.
that should not be bad. However, if you cannot care about someone else's life, ask about someone else's obsession over themselves, include someone else in conversation, hear their life story over yours, and not only want to talk about yourself, then you're good. But if you can't do that, then you're a narcissist. And maybe you should care about someone else a little less than yourself.
Wait, hold up. New take. You are a narcissist if you cannot empathize with other people. If
Yes.
you are a narcissist if you are only obsessed with yourself but not with other with but not do not care about other
You
people.
should be obsessed with someone else's obsession over themselves and be happy for them. And maybe
Mhm.
you're not a narcissist, but you have a problem there if you can do that for yourself and not for someone else. That's like mean. So yeah, I think that's right. I think that's
There
right. I
we
think we
go.
both agree there. Okay.
Yes.
Next one. Now my next few, actually, my next few about relationships, but I'll include my last one that's not. The skincare companies, skincare everything. It's beautiful. It's aesthetic. I love it. I no longer purchase anything from Sephora or anything from skincare unless it was told by my dermatologist or okay, it's a very privileged take, but my dermatologist, I only use prescribed things now.
Mm.
Or dermatology, like my dermatologist, mine, told me that I should buy this for this. And I don't
Mhm.
even like try out new skincare. I don't want to know it. I don't care for it. I only want like what's like literally medically meant for me. I think we should all start doing that if
I
you are able.
Yeah, I agree with that one. If you're able to, like, again, like if you're able to take care of yourself, like take care of
Yeah,
yourself.
I
But
wasted
at
so
this
much money in middle
Yeah,
school.
at the same time, well, actually, I agree with you on another level in the sense that like don't waste time on the more expensive
Trendy.
trendy product when you can go, somewhere else. I mean, I'm not the skincare master, but I've been to
Mm,
Target and it seems like they have like some decent, at least like starting
yeah,
products, if you just want to take care of your, skin.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, let me tell you this though. If you're gonna spend $200 on a serum or a cream, you can spend the same amount of money at a derm office and then getting it prescribed.
Oh,
Fire insurance. Yep. So hot take, learn to spend your money well. Next take, your turn. Boom.
my take. I think people should be able to do as many like niche things, like niche things as they want, but I think that they should only be able to like really like bring it up like about themselves, like include it in their personality, like 3 of them max. Cuz I'm tired of people who are like, I do this, and this, and I'm like asking them about one thing, and they're like, oh yeah, but I only did it once.
Oh,
So
that's crazy.
so
That's
you can do all your little niches, like I love doing the niche things. Like me, like you know, I like skimboarding is like a niche I have. Like surfing, not necessarily as niche, but like still
you sure?
like nicher, you
Yeah.
know, like instruments, jazz, whatever. Like there's like there's levels to it,
Yeah.
But if I ask you about your niche, you better know your niche. So okay, retake.
Yeah.
If I ask you about your niche, you gotta know almost all there is about your niche, or at least enough where you can talk about it with someone.
I don't
Because
think there's anything to disagree with there. Absolutely. Otherwise,
it's
you're a
not
poser. LARP.
exactly. You're a poser.
You're a
You're
poser.
a poser.
I think it gets to a point like where people who are really into something and can't let a generic person have it. For example, like the whole thing with like rock band t-shirts. Like, I'm sorry that like Guns N' Roses sold themselves to Target to let them have the logo. And Nirvana too, like you're gonna have to be okay with that. But like it shouldn't get to the point where they're like, you better know all the songs, you better know the niche. But I agree with you that if you yourself are like, I am the niche, I do this niche, you should be able to talk about your niche and you doing your niche multiple times.
Yes. Well, like here's my thinking is like, one, if you say you're a part of a niche, but you don't like you aren't actually a part of it, that's disrespectful to like, the people who are like are actually a part of that community. And secondly, if we allow like this behavior of saying, you're a part of a niche that you're not actually really a part of, then it like discourages people from actually exploring the niche, like, because I don't know, let me think of something like yeah, for the band t-shirts, if we just make it like acceptable for people to wear Guns N' Roses, and then we ask them and they're like, what's Guns N' Roses? Like, and by the way, Guns N' Roses is not niche, okay?
Okay.
But like, if we make that acceptable,
Wait, I thought it was niche.
no.
Wait, I feel like it's really niche. Nowadays, it wasn't niche back then. It's definitely niche now to like that. If you're the age of a teenager, yes. If a Gen Alpha kid came up to me and was like, I listen to Guns N' Roses, I would think you're niche and weird.
Weird? I don't know.
Sorry,
but
niche and different.
Like,
niche and different.
yeah, but like these are the these are the things. There's like a difference between like traditional and niche. Another take. There's a difference between traditional and niche, like or like even like iconic,
Okay.
Like
iconic.
Guns N' Roses is like iconic. It's traditional, it's cemented itself in history, especially 100%. On those Target t-shirts, it's like it's not niche and it's yeah.
Okay.
People need to figure out what's traditional, iconic, and what's niche.
Okay. Yeah, I like that take the best. Find out what should Okay. In agreement. Okay, my take. Okay. It goes for romantic relationships more practically, potentially. But I think, okay, maybe family, this is the only one I wouldn't count for, but I think it's for all relationships, really. If it isn't showing, if in being in this relationship, it doesn't show you parts of yourself that you, A, don't like and want to fix, B, you aspire to do more of, maybe your relationship is not beneficial. Maybe it's like too shallow of a relationship. I think so. This is why I say it's mostly romantic because like friendships, I do understand you definitely fight less, especially in the beginning when you're like barely friends, and like you fight a lot more when you're like friends. But I think if it's not like holding a mirror to you, showing you things that you're not good at, and it's okay not to be good at things. No one's asking you to be perfect, but it should help you grow and become a better person in the sense that they show you things that you need to work on, and they're just not fully glazing you all day long.
Okay, so you're saying that like in a relationship that the other person should sort of not should they tell them directly or
No,
just
no, no.
like
Yeah, it's
show
not.
or create
Wait.
create create like a space where you can see kind of where you have
Yeah.
room to grow.
Yeah, it's not like they're saying like you look chopped or like you need to work on like you're not very patient. It's like yeah, they're not saying you're not patient, Zach. They're saying in the moment you're like, I wish you could have been more patient with me, like post talk or post debrief. I wish you could have been more patient with me. And then you're like, okay, patience, need to work on that. You're saying this internally to yourself. Patience, need to work on that. And I think if it's all, because like I think like people think like it's okay, especially now. This is called yes honey culture, especially goes for men, boys in relationships, romantic. Yes honey culture is basically yes, you look beautiful, yes, you're smart, and your girlfriend, for example, goes, do you think I'm the prettiest girl in the world? I mean, okay, maybe we should say that, but like, do you think I'm this? Do you think I'm yes honey, yes honey, yes honey, yes honey, yes honey, you're perfect. Is someone knocking?
Hi, Katie.
Hi, Jake.
Everything good?
Yes, I've been hearing such great things about you.
Everything's good with me.
Yeah, I saw you on that
Working. Are
thing.
you on the AI grind?
No,
She
I am
said
away
she
from
saw you on
AI.
that thing.
Oh, the win the thing,
What
win the
thing?
thing, win the
Win the
off
thing.
campus, whatever.
Oh,
Campus
yeah.
Central.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'm
great
mayor of
job. I love the
Santa
posters.
Barbara, so
I was
that's
all
pretty
over the
hype.
posters.
Yeah. So
All right.
Yeah.
if you want a tour, just let me know. But I think you can apply to better schools. So yeah. Okay. Good
Wait, what
luck.
school does he go to again?
He goes to UCSB.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways. Okay. 3,
Sorry.
2, 1. Anyways, as I was saying, yes, honey culture has made it so that okay, yes, I think you should be nice to your girlfriend. However, I think if you're like a long-term yeah, even short-term actually, if you care about the person, you want them to become better and you're not just going to glaze all day and your relationship should help you actually grow. That's like the statement.
I think that I think you've found a good relationship when your partner has sorry, let me rephrase. You've found a good relationship when your partner and you can both grow and maintain the relationship at the same time. Because honestly, I think that's like a large reason why like relationships like decline is
Mm-hmm.
because neither person or like neither person is growing or changing, so like nothing interesting is like happening in their life, you know. So like that's why I think it's important for people to like pick up some hobbies here and there, because like my parents just started playing tennis like pretty much at like COVID, which is
Mm-hmm.
like I think a lot of people did, but I think it's like really improved their like happiness overall, because it's like it's like something new for both of them to like try,
Mm-hmm.
and like it also like brings them together. So yeah, and like now it's like it's something new that they
Yeah. Oh,
can keep moving forward
okay.
with this.
The new take is that if you're looking for a long-term relationship where you want to grow and change together, you have to actually grow and change together. As in, you have to change yourself. Like, I think if you, okay, for example, and it's not long term. I've been in a relationship for a year, but I think if I was the same person with the same opinions last year as I am now, I would be a little concerned because I know that naturally out of a relationship, I do change my opinions at least a little bit by the year. So if I was the same person I was, same opinions, same beliefs, I'd be concerned. That's when you take to add on
Yeah.
to that. Yeah. Great. Okay. Good that we're in agreement.
Yeah.
Your turn.
Yeah. Shoot, I had one that was good, but I lost it. But well, okay. So then I have I guess another one then.
Mm.
This one actually like is a more of an epiphany to me than a take, and it's that like I think that, and I guess it might be a little controversial, but I know, right? Brace yourself.
Yeah, I'm ready.
It's that body positivity is not like it's not accepting everyone's or it is accepting everyone's like physique, but body positivity should primarily be about everyone getting towards like A, feeling comfortable in their bodies, but like B, also pushing like for like healthier standards for everybody, you know? Like I think that those two kind of also coincide. Most people when they are healthier feel better, you know, and that doesn't necessarily mean like being the healthiest, you know, because like, having like 5% body fat all the time isn't necessarily healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. So like finding like an ideal healthy body type for every individual, I think that's what body positivity should be about,
Mm-hmm.
as along with the, like accepting, your body, because
Right.
I want everyone to feel comfortable in their body. Like that's like goal number one. But I also feel that like people feel better when they are healthier. They live better lives when they are healthier. So also pushing towards like, healthier like habits and living styles is a part of body positivity. Yeah.
100% in agreement. And I think also more to that is that what we're striving for is the healthiest version you can be. Why we
Mm,
needed body positivity is because actually every person has a different like way that their body is supposed to be, supposed to look that
mhm.
is healthy. Do I think you should be 5 foot and 300 pounds? No, I know that's not healthy. But, and like BMI is even a weirder way of thinking about it, but that's like not even correct really. The idea is that everyone has a different like look, so like you don't have to be like bone skinny, or you don't have to be like even like toned-ish skinny to be considered healthy.
Mhm.
But because people don't understand that you can look different and be skinnier or bigger and still be healthy, we also needed body positivity just to be like, also like, you should appreciate the way you look because that's what your body's supposed to look like by
Yeah.
creation. So yeah, I agree
No,
with that take.
perfect. Katie said elaborated on something I was gonna say, but I forgot to, which is that like there everybody's body works much more differently than like we would think,
Mm-hmm.
even though we're all like technically biologically
Bless you. Bless you.
thank you. Biologically we're all very similar, but it's like we all have the same stuff, but there's like little tweaks,
Mm-hmm.
sort of like depending on who you are. And so, just like standards and stuff, like I don't know if that necessarily goes along with like body positivity as opposed to like each individual having like, a goal of like where their ideal health range is. I don't know why, like I mean, me personally, like I like to think of myself as like a healthy person, but just like kind of like the aesthetic of like men who are in their like mid 60s, they have like a little bit of belly, but they're pretty athletic. Like shoot, like
Yeah,
all
I'll take
right, like
that. Yeah.
that's like if they're athletic, like
Yeah, if you can
nothing wrong
move
with that. Yeah.
around, yeah, and yeah, be like strong, I think that's good. Yeah. So that was 3 takes of Zach's, 3 takes of mine. Let us know if you agree or disagree with any of ours. We hope you stay opinionated, stay being a critical
Uh-huh.
thinker, be as healthy as you can be. Yeah, keep on keeping on.
Yeah. Keep on keeping on. Yeah. All right. See
Bye.
ya.